the interesting thing here is that, of course, number one, PowerPoint, or if you work at Apple, Keynote. But slide decks, right? This is something that we've struggled with for years in market research. We have a love-hate relationship with slide decks. They're very efficient for us to produce. A lot of clients really like them, but the challenge is working with them in a really, really effective way. So, Christina, are you referring to infographics or PowerPoint reports? Okay, so we will talk about how to do this efficiently using some existing tools. Thank you. Some people also will do some written reports. I actually am a fan of written reports. I think that they can be a great deliverable when you have an audience for whom you need a standalone deliverable, especially if you're not going to be doing a live presentation or a web conference. It needs to be something they can really read, because a PowerPoint deck isn't going to have every last little piece of detail. It's not going to have logical segues, may not have as many examples. So I do like a Word report when I need something that can truly stand alone. Top line memos, I bet that's those of you who do focus groups and in-depth interviews. That's usually when we see top line memos. But we can see that some of you are really doing a creative job. You're doing different types of deliverables, which is great. And I think that does reflect something that's very much happening right now in our world as market researchers, where we are giving our clients more than one deliverable. It's not just sending them a PowerPoint deck and being done. There are many cases now, especially with a higher visibility project, where we need to provide multiple deliverables. So our interest in this class is not at all to say that an infographic would be a substitute for other deliverables, but we do find that it can be a very compelling additional deliverable. Or as I mentioned in the chat before, while Deborah was teaching, I've used it in a presentation room as a visual display in the presentation room, and I've also used it as a either leave behind or a follow-up. One of the challenges we have in market research is our work is not very tangible. And so we deliver a lot of things, and we tend to deliver them electronically. Sometimes delivering a physical deliverable has a real impact on our clients. It can help them to feel like they're really connected with the research. It gives them another visual cue about the research. So I love the idea of giving people something physical to see from the research. All right, well, thank you for sharing your experiences here. Yeah, I love leave behinds because, let's be honest, when you go to a big presentation and you leave behind a hard copy of your PowerPoint deck, what % of your participants actually ever look at that PowerPoint deck?